Noticing differences is a developmentally appropriate thing that children do. It shows a want to understand the diversity and intricate detail of our world. Noticing differences is not the same as having positive or negative biases associated with those differences. It's really important that we think through the experiences that our children have that shape and form their biases. It's common for children to notice difference across the many elements of identity. Audibly naming a difference can feel jarring, possibly because we've been socialized to believe that naming difference is the same as judging it. But at Roots Connected, we encourage parents and caregivers to lean into the attitude of wonder that often lies behind the questions that our children ask, and use it as an opportunity to seek out stories in order to better understand and humanize differences.
Similarly, supporting our children in building a robust and nuanced history and understanding of themselves and the many elements of their own identities helps them confront difficult moments when they may feel othered for any number of reasons. Media, peers, social observations, and texts can all contribute to our children's developing understanding of the world and how it works. Along with that comes culturally internalized norms and biases. Some common ways that children expose their biases are in their preferences of toys, dolls, and books. This can look or sound like, I only like blank, or I don't like that toy, it's ugly. It also comes up as excluding others, shying away from thinking they can connect with a child who feels different somehow, and also generalizations or stereotypes. This includes statements that declaratively state all of any community do or are something.
It can be helpful to attune ourselves in these moments as moments to just be curious and to stop and ask our children some questions. Questions like, what makes you think that? Or, I noticed that you blank. Could you tell me more about it? Or tell me more about why you feel that way. These questions allow for our children to be able to process their thinking and their feeling, and for us to gain a really good understanding of where they're at, what they're thinking about, what they're feeling about the situation. Then we use that exploration to continue to disrupt or interrupt the moments and development of bias with grace. That allows us to ask more questions that sound like, I want to teach you more about what blank means and why it can be hurtful to say that. Or, we can't speak in generalizations. It's not true that all blank people are this way. And I want to learn more about that with you. Or, using those words can be really hurtful. So we don't use words like that, and I want to talk to you about why. Each of these moments allow for that interruption of bias and allow for moments of true learning to occur. Ongoing and open conversations with our kids about their wonderings and their questions about difference allows us the opportunity to name stereotypes, to discuss bias, and to disrupt and address single narrative thinking.